Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kasey. Today I'm actually filming my very first video ever for YouTube and I'm super excited. And today I'm going to be sharing with you my current obsessions / favorites. Go ahead and make sure you're subscribed down below and also hit the bell next to it so you never miss a video that I post. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna first start off with my hair care obsessions. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this IGK First Class Dry Shampoo. This has like been my go-to dry shampoo for probably like at least a year now. It's my favorite. It has charcoal in it, and this is probably one of like the most intense dry shampoos that I've used, but not in a bad way. Like intense as in like I can put it in my hair once throughout the day and then I'm set. Whereas I've used other dry shampoos before and I feel like you have to keep reapplying it throughout the day if your hair looks greasy, but because this has that charcoal in it, you don't have to reapply it, which is awesome. So then I feel like you're using less of it and it lasts you longer. Now, clearly I'm on an IGK kick because I just got this from IGK. It's called their Next Level. It's their heat activated volume spray. Now, what I really love about this is when you put it in your hair wet, it doesn't feel crunchy or sticky or anything like that, and it only works when you use heat on it. So when you start to blow dry your hair, you can really feel that like your hair starts to feel more full and volumized. Now, and it's not just at the root, it kind of gets more volumized everywhere. At the end, I ended up kind of looking like a frizzy mess, but once I start to either, let's say like flat iron my hair or curl my hair, I have that really beautiful volume without looking like crunchy or anything like that. Also, it smells amazing. So that's it for hair stuff. Moving on to makeup, I have tons of stuff here. So let's just dive right in. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about, let's see, is this. So I just recently went to the Morphe store. We finally have one out by me where I live. For the longest time, I always had to buy everything online, but they have a store now, so I'm so excited about that. So I actually have never tried this before until recently purchasing it, and this is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Oh, let me tell you, like the mist on this is like insane. Like I don't know if you'll be able to like see, but oh, it just comes out in the most beautiful mist. And it's continuous. Like you just hold it down and you can like do your whole face. And the best part about it is it's such a fine mist that when you put it on your face, you don't feel like you're getting like these like water drops on your face that it's gonna like ruin your makeup. It is the best that I've tried as far as like a setting spray and the mist of the setting spray. Also, it smells really good too. I'm a sucker for anything that smells good. If it doesn't smell good, I don't want to use it, you know? Next up is this Cover FX setting powder. I love this because one, it's considered part of Sephora's like clean brand, which slowly over time I'm trying to transition my makeup to be more clean, if you will, stuff where it's not formulated with all the nasty products in it. So this one here, it's just again like a really like super fine like pressed powder. Love this for setting my T-zone because I get super oily there. Everywhere else I'm okay, I probably could do without setting it, but I love this for the T-zone because it's a mattifying powder, so it just really sets the middle of my face so that I don't get oily throughout the day. I'm also in the shade N10, if you can see that. I'm probably like the palest of the palest. Like in every brand, I have to get like the second lightest shade. So yes. Next up is, this is the, sorry, it's kind of blinding, but the Fenty Beauty, the bronzer. Now, I've been really obsessed with this. I have finally hit pan on that. You can see it in the middle. I love this bronzer shade. I'm wearing it today, and it's a little bit warmer than I like to use for bronzers. However, I feel like it doesn't make me look orange, if that makes sense. And this is also in the shade Shady Biz. I love this one. I think this is like one of the lighter shades, and it's actually pretty dark, I think, for it being one of the lighter shades. At least for me, I feel like it's pretty dark. Now, I like to use this as if I'm contouring or just kind of like all over bronzer, which is more kind of what I used it for today. It is a matte bronzer. Sometimes I do like to use bronzers that have some shimmer in it, especially during like the summertime. But this one is really good, and I feel like when you try to go to blend it out, it doesn't get like patchy, and it doesn't look cakey at all either. Next up, let's talk about some blush. Okay, my favorite blush right now actually is the L'Oreal True Match blush. This is their super blendable blush, and this is in the shade Rosy Outlook. Now this one's like super pretty. It's got some, like, if you can see right there, it's got a little bit of sheen to it, so it gives your cheeks a nice little bit of like a glow. So let's say if you're someone who doesn't like to use highlighter at all, this blush is great because, like I said, it has that little bit of glow, a little bit of sheen to it. Kind of gives you like it as if you had some highlighter on. And I just love like rosy blushes like this. I actually picked this up because Tati, she's like one of my favorite YouTubers ever. And she talked about these L'Oreal True Match blushes and how they're underrated, and she's so right. These are so pigmented and so great for like being a drugstore blush. I'm obsessed with them. Moving on to some highlighters, I have a couple. Yes, I have a few. What happened to the other one? I don't know. Anyway. So the first one actually is by the brand Unique. Now this one you can only get if you buy it from a consultant. I was a consultant at one point, so this is why I have this one. And this is in the shade Benevolent. This one is so pretty. It's like one of those highlights when you put it on, it's like super soft and subtle, but it like packs a punch though still. But it's like one of those ones that when I don't want to look like super overdone as far as highlight goes, this is the one I'll use. And you can tell it's been well loved because I've hit pan on it, but it's just kind of like that like beautiful like lighter like champagne-y color. Almost like an ivory like champagne, not like true champagne where it's more gold. I just love this highlight. Let me see if I can do a swatch of it. See right there? You can still see that it's like blinding, but like if I were to like buff it out, it's like just a nice like soft like sheen. It's beautiful. Again, that's like one of the ones like where if I'm wanting to have like a no makeup day, I'll wear that one because it just gives me like a beautiful sheen, and it's so pretty. Like the color is like spot on for me. Now, my most favorite, and I'm obsessed with this one. This is why it's called my current obsessions. Now, I just also, my brother actually, he got me this for Christmas. Yeah, I had to think about what month it was for a minute. So my brother got me this for Christmas. Jaclyn Hill just recently came out with her highlighters. So I have my very own highlighter. This, I believe, is the lightest of her loose highlighters, but it's so beautiful. This is in the shade Extra, and you guys, like loose anything I feel like lasts you forever. Now I'm wearing this highlight today on my cheeks and I'm literally obsessed. It's like one of those ones, again, it's like it's a little bit glittery, but when you put it on your skin, it just like glides on and just like melts into your skin. For it being a powder, it melts into your skin. Like, I'm so obsessed. I'm just gonna get like, oh my gosh, I got a lot. I was trying to get a little bit, but yet here I am getting a lot. Now I just want to swatch this one for you. Again, it's so, oh my gosh, it's just blinding you right there. Oh my gosh, like, do you see that? Like the other one, like I said, you can kind of see it right here, is just like really subtle, but this one, yeah, it'll get you. But this one again is like, it's a very similar color to the other one, but again, it's like, it's more intense to me. It's a little bit more, little tiny flecks of glitter in it. And it kind of gives off like, it looks a little bit more like champagne-y, like ivory color, but it also has like, I think those little flecks of glitter in it are silver, because it really gives off like a silvery kind of shine to it when it's in the light. But it's so beautiful and blinding. Like, it's my favorite. If I don't use the benevolent one, I use this one pretty much every day. And I don't know why I'm being weird, but I like to keep it in the little box packaging that it came in. So beautiful. Okay, moving on, something that I really want to talk about is the packaging. Looks kind of weird, but this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. It's their hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer. This is in the shade 4N Fair. Now, when I heard about this tinted moisturizer, I was a little unsure, and I'm wearing it today, and to be 100% honest, like, I don't have a ton of breakouts or anything, but it gives some pretty good coverage for it being a tinted moisturizer. And I also feel like you get a lot of product in here. It doesn't say, actually I lied. You get 1.45 fluid ounces in this guy. So you get more than what like a typical foundation is, which is about 1 fluid ounce. So you get a lot more, and this is $14. Let me repeat it again. $14 for this guy. And like I said, it gives such a beautiful coverage. It's a very natural finish, and then it has a hyaluronic acid in it, so it's going to really give you that moisture throughout the day, which I love. I used to be one of those girls that was like, matte foundations all day, every day. But then I kind of come to realize, like, with how oily my T-zone gets, almost using too much matte like emphasizes my texture, and then sometimes it made me feel like more oily. So I've kind of been leaning towards the more natural, like satin finish stuff, not necessarily matte. And this one has my heart. I use this all the time, whether I'm doing full glam necessarily, or even just like throwing it on and like going to work. Love it. Now, something that I've been like really loving, and the first time that I bought it, I got the wrong shade, so I was like not a fan, because again, it was like way too light and it just wasn't working for me. But I have the correct shade now, so I'm obsessed. So this is the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. So I have the shade C5, which again is like a really light pale color. However, it's the right shade for me, at least for like my under eyes, whereas before I had C2 and it was like so ghostly white that it made me look sick. Not a fan of that. So this one I love. It's super like creamy, but not so creamy that it like feels gross under the eyes, but it just blends out so beautifully, and it just gives you such like a refreshed look. And it doesn't, I don't find that it creases under my eyes, which is wonderful. It used to have this like little star, metal star on the top, but unfortunately it broke off. But it was so cute when it had the little star on the top. I'm like obsessed with this packaging and like the pink on the top. Yes. It looks like a little wand, however, the top's gone. That's okay. Okay, moving on to a couple eye things. Now, I'm that person that goes back and forth between eyebrow pencils because I can't make up my mind, to be honest with you. Right now, I've been loving this L'Oreal Paris Brow Stylist Shape and Fill. That was a mouthful. So I've been using that, and this is in the shade Light Brunette. I love that it has a spoolie on the end so you can comb out your eyebrows. And the biggest thing that I love about this is the shape. Now the shape looks a little wonky because I've used it, but I just love how it's a little bit like thicker and it's angled, it makes it so much easier for me to just pop my eyebrows on. I don't have to fuss with like a little tiny pencil and like do every little like brow hair stroke. I don't have time for that. So love this one. It actually comes with like a little bit more product than some of the other ones that I've tried, and I believe this was like $12, and I used to use the Anastasia one, which is like $24, so I mean half the price, and this one's basically the same. So been using this every day and I love it. Next is it's a brand called Ilia, and they sell this at Sephora, and it's again one of the clean brands that they have. So for me, like as far as like clean products, I kind of wanted to more start with like stuff that goes around my eyes, because I don't know, that freaks me out, having like certain like chemicals and stuff like that around my eyes that aren't good for you. So I kind of made the switch for some of my eye stuff. Now this is a black liquid eyeliner from Ilia. Let me tell you, I'm so picky when it comes to black liquid eyeliner. Now this one again is like a felt tip eyeliner, and it's like so black. It's like, and again, see how black that is? Ooh, and then that highlight, yes girl. Anyway, back to the eyeliner. So you can make it as thick or thin as you want. The tip's like really flexible, it's not stiff or anything, so I really like that. You can kind of really control how thick or thin you want the line. But man, it's so black, and then once that sucker dries down, it's not going anywhere. I mean, obviously when you take your makeup off, it'll come off, but throughout the day, that line is not budging. And again, I love that it's a clean product, so the fact that it's next to my eyeball and there's not as like gross of like ingredients in here, I like it. So really have been impressed with this one. This one shocked me. I was really concerned that it wasn't going to be black enough, that it wasn't going to stay, but this one, it surprised me. It's a good one. And another thing from Ilia that shocked me, like literally shocked me, is their mascara. This is what it's called, their Limitless mascara. And oh man, I have like the bittiest lashes ever, and this mascara makes my lashes look so voluminous and long and like black. It's awesome. Now I've had this one for a while. It's getting a little dry, and I could probably use another one, but the brush on this one is so interesting. So you can see like right here on this side, it's got some longer bristles, and then over here, it's got some shorter ones that are more spaced out. So one's to kind of help you lengthen, and then the other side to kind of help give you some volume. And it is so good. Like I don't have to like sit there for 20 minutes and put my mascara on. Like this gets the job done so fast. And another thing, it also really holds a curl. Like if you curl your lashes, your lashes will stay like that all day. It works amazing, and I love it. Can't stop using that. Now, moving on to some lipstick, because I love lipstick. So one that I just picked up recently, I'm wearing it on my lips today. It's more of a neutral. I'm a neutrals kind of girl. So this one is their lip crayon, and this one's, IRL is the name. So it's a stick, and it looks like this, and it has like a little twist up at the bottom, so you don't ever have to worry about sharpening it. This one's really pretty. Let me swatch it on this side. There it is there. Super pretty. Again, I love anything neutral color, so this one like jumped out at me. They were having like a sale where you could get 2 of these for like $14 or something. So I got another one, and it's more like a fuchsia color, which I thought would be perfect for spring and summertime. I didn't want to show that one in this video only because I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how I like the color yet, but I will keep you updated on that. Another one is also from Morphe, but this is also another one by a YouTuber. His name is Manny MUA, and this is his brand called Lunar Beauty. Can we first talk about the packaging? Like, do you see the top of this? It's got like a diamond in the top. Like, what is that? That is so beautiful. I was like mesmerized when I was like looking at this packaging. I was like, ooh, ah, sparkles. So again, this is another one that's like one of those neutral colors. I'm pretty basic and I like neutrals. This one's called Daydream. I believe when I was at the Morphe store, there was only one other shade, and this is the one that jumped out to me the most. Now, this was a liquid lipstick. Guys, it smells like, have you ever smelled like the NYX? I think it's like the, what are they, like the Dream, no, not Dream Mousse, that's like Maybelline. They're like the butter gloss or whatever. It smells like that kind of like cookie doughy, vanilla. Oh, it just smells so good. I feel like I could eat it. I won't, but it smells like I want to eat it. But anyway, so this one is like one of those ones like you literally put it on your lips and it feels like nothing's there. It's magical. I love it. And the color is beautiful. Let me swatch it. That's the color right there. So pretty, right up my alley. It almost kind of looks like the color that I'm wearing, but this one almost has a little bit more pink to it, where the other one that I have is a little bit more of like a true nude. But this one, staple, love it. And because it's a liquid lipstick, it stays on all day. I don't ever feel like I have to reapply it. And again, it doesn't feel like your lips are so dry that they're gonna fall off. Like I feel like I'm not wearing anything when I wear this one. So I recommend that you try this one out. Love that. Another one that I really like, this is actually a gloss. Now this one, okay, don't come for me, but I don't know how to say this name of this brand. Kosas? I don't know. You can correct me in the comments. I don't know. But this is their wet gloss is what it's called. The packaging is very interesting. It's kind of very short and like bulky, but I kind of don't mind it. Now this one is again kind of like one of those, has like a little cute little doe foot applicator on it. This one also smells like candy, like sweet, like kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but this one smells good too. But when you put it on, it's just really juicy and glossy, but your lips don't feel sticky. It almost is, it's more like a, what are those like gloss oils kind of thing. It's what it kind of reminds me of. It's just very like, gives you, it's right here, that like wet, juicy kind of look. And I love that. And this is in the shade Jellyfish. This is, I think, the lightest like shade. It's kind of like that, like, it looks like it's like nude pink in here, but when you put it on, it's literally just like clear. However, I have worn other lipsticks and put this on the top, so it could also just be transferring the color from the doe foot in here. That's a possibility too. But this I love, and it feels like when you wear it on your own, it's like so moisturizing too. It just sinks right into the lips, and your lips just feel amazing when you wear that. Love that. Now, moving on, I do have this Fresh Sugar hydrating lip balm. Oh my gosh. I think like a year or two ago, my brother got me one of these for Christmas, and I had never tried it before, and I went through it like crazy. It smells so good. Obviously smells like caramel, and it's like, it just smells so good, and it's so hydrating. Like, guys, mine's almost gone. Like, the middle's gone. I'm gonna have to get another one. But this one is so good. Again, I put this on at night, like before bed, and it's so hydrating. And again, it's not like super thick and like super sticky. When you rub your lips together, it's so smooth and it glides, but it's so moisturizing. You guys gotta try this one. It's so good. And I know they have like tons of other like scents of this one. I haven't tried any of the other ones. Caramel has been my go-to, but I will definitely be trying the other scents or flavors, whatever, next time, because they're so good. Another thing that I've been reaching for daily, and everybody should be reaching for this daily, is your good old daily SPF. Now, this one is specifically made for your face. This one's by the brand Supergoop, can't talk today, and this has SPF 50 in it. Now, this one is, it says face and body, but I mostly use it for my face. Now, I really like this one because Granted, it is like the white sunscreen, but when I put it on underneath makeup, I don't feel like it gives me that white cast. It also doesn't make me feel super greasy and gross. So I feel like this is like one of those ones that I feel like personally works for me underneath makeup. And it also doesn't break me out as well. And another nice thing is it doesn't have that super disgusting like sunscreen smell. It almost smells like, it says with sunflower extract, so it kind of to me, yeah, smells like a flower. I really like that. Again, don't forget your SPF. I know I live in Washington. Even when it's cloudy, you still need SPF, okay? Now, we're almost done here, friends. Got a few more things. So I just recently picked up from Sephora the Biossance. This is the squalene and omega repair cream. I just ran out of my moisturizer and I was using the Youth to the People, the like kale and spinach like lightweight moisturizer, and I do love that one. That one's like one of my #1 favorite moisturizers. However, with it still being kind of like the end of winter, early spring, my skin has been like so dry, which is weird for me because I'm normally a little bit more on the oily side. So I got this one because it is a little bit thicker, richer of a cream. And I really love the way it feels once I put it on my skin. Feels amazing. The downside of this one is it doesn't really have a very pleasant smell. However, once you put it on your face and you rub it in, the smell goes away so you don't notice it, which is amazing for me. This is also, again, one of those brands at Sephora that they consider clean. So I've been really wanting to try this brand for a really long time, and I ran out of moisturizer, so why not buy this one, you know? I've only been using it for like a week though, but I've been really obsessed, and I'll keep you updated on how this one's working for my skin. And then another skincare fave, and this one is again by the Youth to the People. It is the vitamin C and hyaluronic acid, their firm and brightening serum. Now, I use this one at night because it's one of those ones where it firms and brightens at the same time, and it has that hyaluronic acid that helps kind of plump up your skin and retain that moisture in your skin that you need. And that's kind of why I like using it at night in combination with the Biossance moisturizer. And I love again that it has that vitamin C in it, so I'm still kind of getting that brightness even at night when my skin's repairing. So I love this. I've been working on this one for a while now, but it's been lasting me for a little bit for how small this bottle is. So get you some of this. Okay, some beauty tools that I've been really loving is, I love the original Beauty Blender, but I just recently picked this up from Morphe. This is their beauty complexion sponge. Please don't mind that it's a little dirty. I used it earlier. But I love that this one still has that same great squishiness that the Beauty Blender does. But I love that it has like this flat end here and then the pointy end. So I like to use a flat end for like my whole face, and then this pointy end's great for getting right under here for concealer, around your nose, kind of those like smaller places where you need to like have that point. So this one I've been loving. Now, a couple other little tools that I've been loving is, again, you guys know I'm obsessed with Tati. She's my fave. So she just recently came out with her little Blendiful combo. So I was a little skeptical to buy this at first because normally I don't like to use things like this where it's like a fabric-y kind of thing. But when I watched Tati's video, I was like, wow, that works like magic. So I decided to get one. You get both of these for $18, which honestly I feel like is a deal. Because with these, you just can rewash them with soap and water, and then you're good to go. It's not like these things where they harbor bacteria and you gotta buy like every 3 months. These ones, again, you can just wash, or even in a delicates bag, you can throw them in the washer and dryer, and you're good to go. So $18, and you don't have to keep buying them unless you want like 6 pairs of these. So this big one is great for doing like your entire face. It does liquid, powder. It literally, you can use it for your entire face. It's wonderful. So Mine's a little bit dirty because I've used it. I haven't washed it yet, but these work so good. Like, you don't have no idea. This one's like super soft and bendy. Like, you could just literally fold it in half and use it. This one is smaller. I like to use this one for even like precise highlight, concealer, even just like touching up with powder. This one is a little bit firmer than this one, but it's still really soft, and you can still fold it as I drop it and all of that good stuff. And it even has these little like ribbons on it so you can hold it and then just kind of powder your face. Again, these work awesome and I love them. Okay, last product, you guys. I know this has been like a long video, bear with me. It's my first one, remember that. So, but last one here is probably my favorite, and this is why I saved it for the very last. Now, I bought this palette a little bit ago when it came out, but this is the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1. Now, I love this palette. I have it on my eyes today. I can always do a video on it, but look how beautiful these shadows are. Like, this one you can fold into a book if you want, but look at these. Now, today I can kind of just show you, I used this one in my crease as like my transition. I used this one to deepen up the crease. And then I used this one here on my lid. It's kind of like a really beautiful, like orangey, like rose gold. And then I used this one on my inner corner. But this palette is like all the shades I'll ever need in my whole entire life, even though I have like however many other palettes, but this one just spoke to me. Like, all of these like glitters here at the bottom, oh, they're to die for. I just love this entire palette. Tati did such an amazing job. Again, it's a neutrals palette, and that's what I live for, so it's gonna get like some amazing use from me. Like, this palette I will cherish forever. Well, that is all of my current obsessions / favorites. I really hoped you enjoyed my video. If you pick up any of these goodies for yourself, let me know in the comments what you got or which product that I shared was your favorite. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.